I'm coming to you today. This is Jacob Cyrus. I just wanted to talk about the dreams I had back in April. There was a lot of people that had dreams of the resurrection and that they were going through the air, but the visions that I received was of earthquakes. And uh, I'm in a major city. I want to say it's like Kansas City. I don't know where, but it could be Kansas. And all of a sudden, I was in a big building, and the ground started shaking. And they took me and a whole bunch of other males and put them on a bus. It was like I was in jail. And we got on the bus, this big long white bus, and I remember looking around in the bus, and there was all these guys around me, and that the city that we were in completely turned to rubble. I mean rubble, but the streets were clear. The streets were so clear, like there was nothing on the streets, and the bus traveled at like light speed. It was weird, and we go to another city, and when we get to that city, they take us to this big building, like a jail, and they have us all get off the bus, and they got like a whole like pod or wing for us. And as soon as we get in the pod and wing, all us guys, it starts doing it again. The ground starts shaking, and so this black lady shows up, and when she shows up, she's like, single file line, follow me, come on guys, come on, follow me, let's go. And the ground's shaking. We're underneath like a seven-story building, and we get out to the parking garage, and the lady's like, just the bus is coming, don't worry, don't trip. And next thing you know, I look up and I see a crack going across the cement above me on the building, and probably about like a half a football field away, I could see light, like where the bus was going to turn in, because she was like, the bus is going to be coming from over here. Once it gets here, we get on the bus, and everybody just remain calm. And I looked up and saw that crack, and I was like, I'm not staying here. I'm not. And I took off running, and I ran to the light, and I ran up the like on ramp going out of the building. And when I stepped out on the grass, the ground bucked underneath my feet, and it knocked me on my back. And I remember seeing like the ripples, like an ocean wave in the grass. You could see the grass just with ocean waves, like. But the ground, the concrete where the roads were, was not bucking. It wasn't doing that. And I then go and something picks me up off the grass, lifts me off my feet, sets me about 15 feet away onto the road. And this white van pulls up with these two sheriffs in it. And when they pull up, they're like, Gibbs, get in. So I got in, and we go, it looked like San Francisco in the dream, and the van traveled at like light speed, and we get to like San Francisco, and I remember the guards going to get like something to eat for us, and the two sheriffs, and I get out the van, and I go to smoke a cigarette, and this black guy comes crawling up from out of these apartment buildings. He was crawling across the ground, like. He comes up to me, and he's like, hey, man, can I get one of them cigarettes? So I hand him two of them. And I'm like, hey, bro, do you live in this building right here? He's like, yeah, why? What's up? I was like, just do me a favor and do not go back in the building for 15 minutes. And he said, what? Why? And I said, just do me a favor and do not go back in the building for 15 minutes. And he says, no, what? Why? Really? Why do you say that? And I was like, because I'm Jesus, I'm telling you, just don't go back in the building for 15 minutes. And I go back over towards the van that we were in, and there was these two Mexicans trying to steal the van. And the sheriffs came walking up. I was like, aren't you guys going to stop them from stealing our van? And they were like, well, what are we supposed to do? I was like, hey guys, you guys got to get out this van. This is our van. And they didn't listen to me. I was like, let me see your gun. And the sheriff handed me the gun, and I cocked it back, put one in the chamber, and pointed it at the Mexican behind the driver's wheel. And I said, get out. This is our van. And they both slid out the front seat, out the driver's door, and took off. And I went to hand the gun back to the sheriff, and he says, "No, you keep it. It'd be better off in your hands." And then I woke up. That was the dream that I had, the vision that I had, and that was back in April last year, 2023, and it was of the earthquakes. Well, everybody's having dreams of raptures and going, you know what I mean? And I think that deals with the earthquakes, because the earthquakes are going to happen, and that's when a lot of people are going to die. And the ones that are heaven bound, and those ones are going to be the ones that are going to be resurrected. And the ones that they're seeing that are left are the ones that died in the place and are getting ready to go to hell because they didn't believe in Jesus and didn't repent of their sins and believe that Jesus walked this earth for us, you know what I mean? And so they're watching all their friends stay, you know what I mean, because they didn't believe in Jesus like we do. And so but I didn't die in the earthquakes. Like, something always led me away, like guided me through it. And I know that's the resurrection dreams that I've had, but I lived the earthquakes, you know what I mean? But I watched these buildings just tumble and crumble. It was weird. It was really weird. But at the very end of the dream, I told that guy that I was Jesus, and it was weird. Well, I'm going to go for now. Thank you for listening. Bye.